If you want your dinner plates to come out of the dishwasher perfectly pristine, you have to stop trying to wash them yourself. After a meal, the typical routine goes like this. We carry our dishes to the sink, run the hot water, and meticulously scrub away every speck of sauce and crumb before carefully slotting them into the racks. But an hour later, the cycle finishes and we open the door to find baked-on cheese still clinging to a casserole dish, and our once clear drinking glasses covered in permanent cloudy scratches. That happens because we are treating modern appliances like they are 20 years old. Over the last 2 decades, manufacturers have completely overhauled how these machines operate. By attempting to physically help the machine with a thorough pre-rinse at the sink, we are actively sabotaging its engineered design. The brain of almost any dishwasher manufactured after 2002 is a small device called a turbidity sensor. During the pre-wash, the sensor shoots a beam of light through the basin to measure the water's turbidity. If thick with debris, the machine triggers a heavy, high-temperature cycle. But if the water runs clear, it runs a much lighter, shorter wash. Here is where the manual scrubbing backfires. Sending perfectly rinsed plates into the racks means the initial wash water stays crystal clear, fooling the sensor into thinking the job is already done. The machine then defaults to a light wash. That shortened cycle lacks the heat and water pressure required to strip the grease off the unrinsed pans you loaded alongside those clean plates. Washing the easy dishes by hand disables the heavy cleaning capabilities required for the hard ones. The mechanical sensors are only half the equation. Modern dishwashing detergents have also been reformulated, relying heavily on active enzymes rather than traditional harsh soaps. These enzymes are complex proteins designed to lock onto physical food debris to activate. When they hit a plate already scrubbed spotless, they have absolutely nothing to bind to. The proteins slide right past the smooth ceramic and wash down the drain. Without a layer of grime to activate those enzymes, the detergent is structurally blocked from performing its basic chemical function. This lack of food residue also solves the mystery of why drinking glasses slowly turn permanently foggy over months of washing. Detergents contain chemical compounds called chelating agents. Their specific job is to break down tough soils and neutralize the hard water minerals that cause spots. These are highly aggressive chemicals. When you introduce a low soil load, meaning a machine full of plates that have already been rinsed, there are no food particles left to absorb that chemical energy. Left idle in a high-temperature wash, those chelating agents turn on the only targets left available. They begin dissolving the structure of the glassware itself, creating millions of microscopic scratches in a process known as etching. Stripping away the protective layer of food dirt inadvertently weaponizes your own soap, turning it against your most fragile dishes. The correct preparation method requires a slight shift in habit. Scrape large bones and heavy chunks straight into the trash or compost, but deliberately leave the smeared saucings, oils, and small bits of debris exactly where they are. Looking at this bottom rack layout, position plates with soiled sides facing the center, angled downward to catch the primary spray jets. Up top, drinking glasses must sit securely between the rigid prongs, keeping them stable and safely away from the bottom heating element. You also have to avoid nesting. Grouping identical forks or stacking flat plates too closely together creates physical walls that completely block the water jets from reaching the surfaces between them. Proper spatial geometry gives the water pressure and the chemical enzymes the physical access they need to strip the dishes clean. Standing at the sink with the faucet running at full blast to rinse off those plates wastes an enormous amount of resources, easily sending 10 gallons of hot water down the drain before you even press start. By skipping the sink entirely, a modern Energy Star certified unit uses less than half the energy of hand washing. Over a year, that single behavioral change saves up to 8,400 gallons of water and cuts utility bills by over $200. Abandoning the pre-rinse saves you time, protects your glassware from chemical damage, and allows your dishwasher to do exactly what it was engineered to do.